Good morning, everyone. What is the time? Okay, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're listening to. First of all, I want to use this opportunity to tell every one of you that have one or two things against me to calm down, because we all need to understand something. When you are being pushed to the wall, definitely, as a human, you will get hurt. And I've done that even though I'm not supposed to do the I'm not supposed to be, you know, I'm not supposed to get carried away. Well, anyway, that's bygone. That's bygone. But a lot has been going on, and I decided to keep quiet because, as you all know, that I don't easily jump on cases. I don't like to say things that, at the end of the day, in the court of law, I won't be able to defend. During the Oluwaseun, good morning, ma. Good morning, every one of you. Thank you for joining us. Kindly share the show, and as you are joining, please tag the Nigerian police force, because Nigerians are losing their crown. I keep saying this thing, but it's like whenever I'm talking about it, it sounded more like a boring topic to discuss, to talk about. But I know what I'm talking about. I know what I see on a daily basis. I know the cases that I witness on a daily basis because of our negligence, because of our selfish interests, and things are going bad on a daily basis every day. And anywhere you find yourself, they'll be like, oh, these people, if any crime is going on somewhere, they'll be like, Nigerians. The thing is that if we are unable to start this correction from Nigeria, how on earth are we going to correct our behavior, or how are we going to get the right treatment that we deserve in other countries? How do you think other countries or other continents will be able to treat us any different when we are not respecting ourselves, when we are not doing the right thing? And you know what? There's something that is going on that cyberspace that every day this thing irritates me. It's made me cry at some point, because how do we use this social media in a positive way? How on earth? Instead, we are using it as a tools of destruction. All you need to do is to maybe hide under fake profile, or all you have to do is to do one or two charity before, just buy love on social media. Before you realize, you will see people, you'll be able to have army of destruction. You'll be able to have battalions of armies of destruction. You see, when you and I decided to keep quiet, when incidents happen, when something happened, and you and I decided to keep quiet, you know what will happen at the end of the day? Universe have its own way of turning it around. It will roam around like this. It will turn around. And the similar thing that you and I witness, and we are unable to say the truth. We are unable to stand by what is right. The universe have its own way of bringing it back to us right on our nose. Before I continue, let me tell us one short story. Lily Hazard, good morning, good morning. Oyeride, good morning, everyone. Let me tell us one short story. This has to do with one of our policemen, top officials in Nigeria. This case happened like 4 months ago in Mauritius, you know. One of the, you see, these are the stories that they won't come out to come and tell you that these are the things that they are also dealing with. Because when issues happen, you sit there in your office, you abuse the power that the power of that office, you abuse it. When people come to your office, seek for your help. When people come to your office and ask you to do what you sworn in, to carry out your duty, you know what you do? Well, I would say all the Nigerian police force are guilty of this, but majority of them are guilty of this. You will take bribe. You will do what you like to do, you know, especially if one of the parties is well known or wealthy, you know. You frustrate the one who have no money, the one who is less privileged among the two parties, you know. You frustrate them to the point where they may not have money, or they may, you know, they may not have the mind, you know, the sound mind to pursue the case anymore. People will just get frustrated, and before you realize, they abandon the case. A lot of police officers has been doing this. They've been frustrating people that are less privileged. They've been frustrating them to the point of giving up on pursuing their cases. And you know what? Unfortunately, recently, like 3 to 4 months ago, at Mauritius, one of her Nigerian police was daughter, you know, found herself in a critical case, you know, but they are unable to tell the general public, because when I tell you the story, it looked more like a karma. It looked more like a karma. They went on, let's say, they went for clubbing, and on their way back, you know what happened? The locals, you know what happened? This police officer daughter have to lose her life because of another person's negligence, you know. And when this story got to our office, and the way they handled the case, I was like, this is karma. Because if you feel like, oh, your children are no more in Nigeria, you have to fly them to Canada, they have to be in US, they have to be all over the world, because you know the corruption that you have you have back home in Nigeria, and you have to escape your children, you know. One thing you need to understand is that you are still under the heads. You can't escape the sun, and karma will always follow you anywhere you go. So therefore, Nigeria Police Force, or anyone in power, any office that you are sitting, you're holding, wherever you have power, make sure you carry out your duty, because karma is real. Seriously, karma is real. It will always find its way of giving you back what you do to others. This is where I'm heading to. That's just by the way. I'm not here to talk about that. This is just by the way. Folusho, iyaibeji, may your soul rest in peace. And your family, iyaibeji, no. May God be with every one of you. May you not lose young ones ever again. May God be with the family. And number one, I need to beg every one of you, both speakers, bloggers, commentators, fake profiles, especially those of you that whenever you are hiding under fake profile, you always do evil. You bully, you insult people, you do unspeakable things because you know that you're hiding under fake profile. I'm begging every one of you to stop this evil. Stop this evil. People are not, there is no way people will be able to get justice with the way people are doing things now. Now, no matter what you do, no matter what your offense may be, in as much as you are able to gather battalions of idiots, battalions of monsters to support you, you can always escape. It's not supposed to be like this. It's not supposed to be like that. Because one day, the table will turn and it will be on you. It will be your time. Because you will need help. And every door shall be closer to you. Any one of you that you hide under team A, team B, team whatever, either you're using your real profile or you're using fake profile, and you are standing in between justice, either for Mohbad or for Folusho iyaibeji, or for anyone, or because of your behaviors on the cyberspace, people are unable to come out to tell the general public what they are dealing with because of how they know that majority of you are monsters claiming to be good people. One thing I will tell you is that if you are one of those people that you are using your comment to destroy people's life, you are using your comments, you're using your voice, your page, people are following you, you are using them to stand in between justice and people who deserve it. One thing I will tell you today is that the universe will judge you. The universe will judge you. Peace will become your worst enemy. Fulfillment will become your worst enemy, irrespective of who you are. If you're making use of this social media in a negative way, that you are using it to sabotage people from getting what they deserve, that you are using your followers, you are using your comment to prevent people from getting justice, that you're causing confusion, the universe shall judge you. The universe shall judge you, shall tempt you. You know what? Every one of you will pay for it. Every one of us will pay for it. Because you know what is going on now? People are not getting justice. People are even scared of coming out because they know what will happen at the end of the day. And what we all fail to understand here is that manipulators will always use confusion to get their goal. Confusion is the most powerful weapon for an oppressor, for manipulators. So why are you carried away? Why are we carried away? Why are we carried away in the name of this person is team A, I am team B? Why are we all carried away? What do we stand for? What do we represent? What do you really want? Are you a good person? Am I a good person? What am I doing? What are you doing? What are we doing? What is your purpose in life? What are your purpose in life? What do you tend to achieve in life? If all you can do is to say, I am on my way, I am on my door, I am on my way, and the next thing you'll be doing is to cause confusion. As Mohbad, may his soul rest in peace, Imole Oluwa, has he gotten any justice yet? Has he? And I could remember I advised Baba Mohbad's parents, both of them. I told them to be very, very careful. Because at the end of the day, you know what will happen on the cyberspace. You know what will happen? All in the name of, I am team this, I am team that. bloggers, speakers, they will push it to the point of them having shows. People will watch. They will use you to fund their pockets. And you know what will happen? That family will never be healed again. At the end of the day, they will start with you, Mr. Josie, Mr. Joseph, Mohbad's Baba. You, as the head of the family, what you're supposed to do is to call the family elders. Every one of you can come together and go to the police station. Let's say you don't even want Auntie Yabo to be on your case. You don't want anybody to be on your case. What you're supposed to do is to come together, organize yourself, and let your words be one. Let it come out as a cry for justice for Mohbad. Because, you know, I mentioned this thing. I told you guys that at the end of the day, they will come out to say, yeah, Mohbad, she's Ashawo, Baba Mohbad, is an armed robber, Mohbad, is a Makama, I knew this is what will happen. And with my little hate, you know, I advised every one of you to handle this thing wisely, especially you, Baba Mohbad, Mr. Joseph Aloba. You are the head of the family. Act as such. Act. Do the needful. If the family are united, whatever you want Wunmi to do, she will do it. Whatever you want Wunmi to do, she will definitely do it, because there is no way the family will be in unity. And Wunmi will say, okay, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. Instead of dragging people, Helegushi, deforming people's name without any proof, without any evidence. Oh God. Oh God, what? This whole thing cringe me, seriously, like, what is this? And don't forget, but the mention of, what's it called, Aloba's family name, you know, it is not just you, Mr. Joseph. It is not just you, Mama Mohbad. Think about the children. Think about the youngest ones. Think about the ones that are yet to be born. Think about them. And look at how the bloggers, look at how they are destroying your case. Look at how they are destroying your family. And none of you is wise enough to take the bold step to come out to at least initiate, or to at least to initiate peace, unity. Now, bloggers are ranting. People are making noise up and down. Guru, Baba, this, that. Baba, you go to your own bloggers. Mama Mohbad, we will also do our own things. And don't forget that the Nigerian police force has told you guys something. They said, because Imole Eluwa was buried, so therefore, they are unable to carry out the autopsy. Excuse me. Is it that we don't have any educated one among these speakers or bloggers that can stand on, that can at least use their followers to start the movement, but questioning the Nigerian police force that, hey, kill and so, what are you guys saying? Instead of fighting among yourself, DNA, well, I'm not saying that DNA should not be conducted, you know, it should be. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody can tell me otherwise. Yes. Anything that can help with the investigation, they have to do it. It is very, very important. Anything that can help with the investigation, they should do it. Nothing should be ruled out. No question should be ruled out. No question, no suggestion should be ruled out. You understand? But I was expecting one of you to just get up and just come together and face whosoever that passed that information out, that because Mohbad was buried, so there is no way we'll be able to get justice. I mean, excuse me, so there is no way they will be able to conduct the DNA on him. Instead, this will be like, hey, this one will be like, Jesse, Olajududu. Excuse me. None of you, none of the alobas, none of you, you guys are not doing the right thing. Every one of it from A to Z. The only innocent one, as we're speaking right now, is the young child. I mean, is the young Leham. Only him. None of you. None of you. Don't forget, manipulators, oppressor, we always come into your midst with confusion. You see, confusion is the biggest tool. Confusion is the biggest weapon. Is the biggest weapon that any manipulator, any oppressor can use. Confusion. And that is what is going on. At the end of the day, you know what will happen? You always shout from now to tomorrow and you'll not be able to get anything out of that. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Nothing upon nothing. 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 Is that the life you and I want to be proud of? Is that what you and I want to be proud of? Is that what we want to continue with? Now, we are just talking about Mohbad. We are unable to resolve it yet. Look at Folusho. See what happened to her. See what happened to her. Listen, Dorcas Adeyinka, Abike, Auntie Abike Jagaban. I know, as you all know that, well, we are all human. We are born to get on each other's toes, but that should not stop you from saying the truth. That should not stop me from saying the truth, irrespective of who is involved in this case. Nothing will stop me from saying the right thing. And I think that is how we are supposed to handle things. Auntie Abike, you may have a lot of problem with Dorcas. Dorcas, you know that you have so many issues with people in the cyberspace, maybe due to what you've done in the past, you know. As we all know that even the word of God said, what's it called? I forgot. Like, let me just put it the way I can say it, you know. Like, your sin can be forgiven, but, you know, that doesn't mean that one or two things, you know, like we won't pay for it, you know. So what I'm trying to say here is that, my own opinion, Dorcas Adeyinka, you are trying so much to correct your past mistakes, but you know that you have a lot of issues with people. Either, I'm not here to say your charity is genuine or not. It is between you and your creator. Either your charity is genuine or not. All we know is that you're doing charity, and that is what is more important. And I respect you for that, and what you're doing is good, you know. Abike Jagaban, sister, you too, you are helping people in your own way. Every one of you, you both have foundation, but both of you shouldn't forget something. Folusho's death is a big loss on our family. If not for our family, for our children. So if you guys want to do your fracas stuff, it shouldn't be on people's death. The same thing goes for Mohbad. It shouldn't be like, I want to count scores, trying to prove to the world that Dorcas is not doing the right, what's it called? She's not doing the charity genuinely, you know. Like I said, I'm not here to tell you guys that a charity is genuine or not. but she's doing charity. That is what matters. And someone is no more. Someone is dead. Someone lost a life. All what I think the both parties to do is to, to condole the family, and to give them support in their little ways, and come together to come together in a way that the Nigerian police force will be able to carry out their investigation to know what's really killed Folusho. Dorcas, your pictures was placed on wanted. In my own opinion, all the allegations that was tagged with you, murder. Okay, let me just talk about extortion and murder. All I know is that it's just a suspicion. It means Dorcas is just a suspect. No one have the proof that she murdered Folusho. No one prove it. No one have the evidence yet. And before this whole thing gets out of hand, I would suggest that you, Dorcas Adeyinka, you talk to your lawyers and help with this case in order to, get justice for Folusho. If you are invited and you have nothing to hide, go there. Moreover, you were only helping. Go there with your own evidence. Go there with your own explanations. And after that, we will be able to know what's really killed Folusho. I may be wrong, but I think Folusho died a natural death. But because of the beef of the cyberspace, you guys want to fractalize her death. It's totally wrong. It's not right. Not everything that you fractalize. We're talking about somebody's death. We're talking about somebody's child. We're talking about people's mother. She still have kids, small children. And Folusho herself, she's still young. She's still pretty much young. Well, I may be wrong. If truly she was murdered, I believe both the Abike Jagaban's foundation and the House of TMA's foundation too, you guys can come together. Both of you has helped this lady one way or the other. Abike Jagaban has helped her so much. And Dorcas, you too, you've helped her. That's, I don't know why these fracas, or what do you guys call it again? Fracas issues with, we blind your emotions and you lost your empathy, not to understand, not to know the right thing to do. Not to know the right thing to do. You both has helped her while she was alive. Now she's no more. If any one of you feel like she was murdered, yes, both parties can come together and help the Nigerian police force with their investigation. Nobody should use that to count scores, to fight among yourself. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense. This action These actions of you both is really affecting people. There are people who are not even, they are not celebrities. They don't know. Maybe there's a way uh, poor people can get justice. And there's so much belief that on social media they'll be able to get justice. But with the way you guys are handling things, everything you turn into fight, everything, aruwo, hi, 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 hi. It's not helping. Think about others. Don't think about your pockets. Don't think about your reputation because I'm trying to save my face and name. Because I'm trying to make people know that I'm the most powerful foundation. I'm the most powerful. Oh, no. Because of that, you should use another person's death to count scores to fight among yourself. It is a very shameful act. Excuse me to say. It is very, very shameful. I'm sorry, seriously. I'm very, very sorry, but I just have to say my truth. I just have to say my truth. It's very bad. It's very bad. Folusho is very young to that, but when it comes to that, it have no respect for age. A day old can, a day old child can leave this world, and it goes on like that. But what I think you guys should do, instead of this noise fighting among yourself, labeling one another, I think both of you should help. If you guys feel like her death is not natural, that she was murdered, you guys can come together and make that happen. And I think your fans should be able to tell you the truth. At some point, these fans should be able to tell you. Well, why I won't blame majority of these fans is because some of them are under fake profile. And such people, either they like you or not, you won't know. So sometimes they can even push you to your doom, and they can push you to your destruction. All in the name of telling you they love you. They will show you that support. You will see their numbers. You will see them around you. But at the end of the day, they will push you to where you don't want to go. They will push you to destruction, total destruction. All I know is that you guys should stop using Folusho set to count scores. It is a very, very disgraceful act. Ọba Adigan. So if you guys cannot think at this point, over the girl. So the most important thing here is on how to start using the cyberspace for the right thing. That's what I think. So justice for Folusho, justice for Mohbad, and justice for others who are unable to get voice on cyberspace, on internet, on social media. Justice must be served. Hello guys, I have to go.